Hey everybody, it's me Alex here. Just wanted to give a walkthrough of one of the apps that we're using quite a bit in our schools here. Wanted to talk about Book Creator, this app down here in the bottom right hand corner. It's a wonderful ebook creator. I have several other ebook creators on here if you wanted to look into some other ones. I've got My Story here, Creative Book Builder is another really great one, Book Writer, Fairy Tale, Kid in the Story, Book Press. All are wonderful ebook creators. However, I think the one that we've used the most and we've seen the most success with is Book Creator. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Book Creator for you. When you open up Book Creator the first time, it will walk you through a tutorial. However, I am in my library, so these are all books that I or my kids have created or I've created in classes with other kids. You can go back and take a look at those. You'll see this getting started tutorial. Getting started tutorial. You'll see that in there. Now, just to encourage you, like I said, my kids create these ebook have created these ebook projects before, and my daughter, who was a 3-year-old at the time, she was able to create some of these, just so you can see what they kind of look like though, some of them. There's drawings in them, there's sound. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how to create one of those. So what I'm going to do to create those, I'm going to use the plus button down the bottom, or I can also, I just tapped on the Utah book, sorry. I can also use this new book button at the very top up here too. So either way, I'll do the new book. Okay, now when we go into here, we've got portrait, square, and landscape, different modes that we can use. If we're using portrait, that's going to be the iPad standing up and down in more like a column. Landscape is going to be more like a row, right? Square, also we have that square formatting because of social media. So if you're going to post this anywhere on social media, then square would be your option. But think about which orientation you would like to have your book. We also have, in the latest version, comic book versions of those. So they come with a different layout, and they're the same layout, but a different. It's a different template so that there are more things you can put on the pages already. I'm just, for the sake of this, going to go with landscape, just a regular book. If you wanted to check out the other ones, feel free to. All right, so here's what the interface looks like. As you can tell at the top, we know that we're on our cover page. This will tell you what page you're on at the very top, if you ever need to know that. You can also tap on the Pages button over here to see what page you are on. My Books will take us back to our library. This plus button over here is going to be your best friend because it's going to help you put anything you want to in the page. This I is going to help you with deleting and changing the things that you create on the page. And this play button will make it so that you can see what the book looks like as an ebook. So you can hit the play button and have it become the ebook right away. This arrow here will make it so we can create, let me get the other arrow out of the way, we'll make it so we can create more pages. When you tap on that, it will make new pages. So if I tap on that, you can see at the top it changed to page 2 of 3. And also I've got another arrow on the left-hand side that I can jump back to. So if I keep on tapping that, it will continue to make new pages. And it will turn into a plus page eventually. Again, I can go back, tap the Pages button, and look at what page I'm on. So I'm going to go back to my cover. All right, let's figure out how to add some things into here. When I tap the plus button, like I said before, I've got lots of options here. Photos, camera, pen, text, sound. Down at the bottom, these are the media we can add in. You can also add shapes in if you'd like to. But these are wonderful, wonderful, all the things that you can add into the presentation that you're making. So I'm going to tap pen first off. I like this. I like the way that they laid out adding in elements onto each of the pages by the pictures. So for really young kids, you can see that a pencil is going to make it so they know that they're putting what they're putting onto the page there. Okay, so if I'm adding a drawing or with pen, I will go ahead and just write in here whatever it is that I want to have on my page. You can see that at the top I've got a black, it's in black color right now. I can change that color though to be whatever color I want it to be. Also next to it, if I tap on the pencil, I can choose what thickness I want that to be. I can change that up, make it a little bit of a thicker line, whatever I want to do. There's a lot of wonderful options. Okay, also we have the eraser here. This eraser is not going to erase the whole line by itself, so you're going to actually have to scribble over each of the lines to erase them, just so you know. Takes a little bit more time, but that's okay. When you're done, you can hit the done button, or there is also, which is lovely, an undo button if you wanted to undo something. There's not a redo button though. So when you're done, just hit the done button. It will add it into your page, and then you can move it around wherever you'd like to on your page. Okay, I can also make it larger by grabbing the blue circles on the sides. So if I tap on that, I can grab those blue things. I can also turn. If I twist it with 2 fingers, I'm using 2 fingers right now, I can move that at different angles. One other cool thing is you might see these lines popping up. Now those lines are helping you with centering. So if you wanted to center it, maybe at the top of the page there you go. It's centered now with that green line. Okay, so we've added some drawing in. Another thing we can do, we can add text in. So let's go ahead and add text. Let's type this, about me. That's going to be the name of our book. Okay, so we've got about me. Let's go ahead and hit done there. All right, about me. Now this text shows up, and when this text shows up, it is very basic. Okay, so we see that we've got just a regular font. Maybe you don't like that font very much. It also has these blue lines that we can grab, but it doesn't change the size. What if you don't like the size of that font? Well, here's what you do. In the upper right-hand corner, that I right there, we're going to tap on that and check it out. We can change the size by dragging it forwards and backwards. We can also change it to be bold, italics, or underlined. You can change the font here. So if that font is bothering you, just open it up. I like that it has different ones that you can see right away what they look like. So if you want to have that beautiful calligraffiti, you can change it to that. You can also change the color. There you go. Change it to yellow color. You can give it a background if you want to. Ooh, nice. You can even give the letters a shadow. You can align them in the center too. Whatever it is you would like to do with your text, you have that ability here. Again, we can use those lines to line them up with the center or with other pictures that we've got on there created already. Okay, so that's how we change it. You can also use the eye to change things here if you wanted to move it so that this, you can move it from the front to the back right here. So if you wanted to move it to the back, so it's behind something else, check it out. Oh, it's behind the other picture. You can do that too. Okay, so we've added text in. We've also added with a pen. We can add sounds in. This is really great. All that I have to do when I want to add the sound, hit the red button. This is me, Alex. I'm writing a book about me. Add that. Recording's finished. Yes. Now it gives me a little button here. I can make that button gigantic too if I want to. But then if I tap it, this is me, Alex. I'm writing a book about me. Perfect. Sound. Okay. We also can use the camera. If we wanted to have a camera, take a picture. There's my foot. Go ahead and use that. Oops, sorry. Get that out of the way. Use the photo. Boom. It's going to add it right into the back. Oh, yeah. I can change the size of it too. There you go. Okay, I also can add photos from my photo library. So if I have photos in my photo library that I want to use, there you go. It'll pull them right up there. Just pretty awesome. Whatever I want to pull from there, I can add it in. Okay, so I got my cover. I can move to the second page if I want to. Let me just go ahead and add something on the second page here. Let's change the background. Oh yeah, that's right. You can change the color of what your background looks like. If you just hit the eye, it will be about the page. So you can, also add a soundtrack. If you want to enable the soundtrack, it'll automatically play those sounds for you. Or you can put sound in too. Page color, you can change that there. It'll show the guides, snap to a grid, whatever you want to have that, however you want to have that show up. Okay, so I've got my book. Now I'm going to show you what this play button does here at the top so you can see what the book looks like. Here you go. Now it's in ebook creation. So now it's acting just like it will as an ebook. Okay, so I just tap on that. I want to see
This
what
is
those
me,
elements.
Alex. I'm writing a book about me.
Perfect. Then I can just tap done to move back to creating it. So this is a really, really wonderful app to use in classes, mostly because it gives kids a ton of freedom to be able to create whatever it is that they want to. I'd recommend using this thing lots and lots of different ways in your own classrooms. If you're doing projects, let them create a book. Ebooks are so much fun to make. If you're doing, let's say, topics of science in your classroom, let them create a book on every single area of study that they're doing in science. Okay, or if you're doing a math, make a math vocabulary book. A lot of people use this for vocabulary in their own classroom, so you might want to think about using it in that way. If you want other ideas, reach out to me. Feel free, alex.rowe@slcschools.org. Reach out to me with your questions. All right, thanks. Hope this is helpful for y'all. Bye-bye.